Hi, folks. It's Joni with Three Feathers Spiritual Wisdom. Here on a Sunday, June 27th, I tried to go live on YouTube on my channel, and it looks like YouTube likes to take 24 hours before they will approve me to go live. So I'm unapproved right at the moment. Anyway, I'm sure we'll all get figured out, and I will figure out how to use YouTube better and all of that stuff. But I'm here to give you the weekly message from Spirit for the week of June 27th through July 3rd. We're entering the next month. How exciting! And you also get to pick a card. Tap into your intuition. Do you want card A, card B, or card C? You get to pick a message for yourself or receive a message from Spirit. The cards I'm using today for the tarot are my Pre-Raphaelite tarot. These are beautiful cards, one of my favorite decks. And for your oracle card, it's the Power of Surrender cards. Now, I want to tell you why I was drawn to these this week. And it's because we have a bunch of planets that are retrograde. Mercury's not one of them anymore. Mercury went direct last week. But there are several others that are retrograde. And when a planet goes retrograde, it means that it's time to do some internal work. Retrograde, like in your natal chart, if you've got a planet in your natal chart that was retrograde at the time you were born, it means the work that you have to do in that area and what that planet triggers is work that's all inside of you. Okay? And often with retrograde, we're also reviewing. We're reviewing, we're redoing, reevaluating. Maybe some things come back, something that we didn't want anymore, or it was an opportunity that passed us by. It comes back. Things reappear. Any word that starts with RE is a significant word when planets are retrograde. So let me go through the list here. Mercury is no longer retrograde. It was in Gemini and is still in Gemini. All right. And that's its home base. Jupiter is retrograde in Pisces. Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius. Neptune is the ruling planet of Pisces, is also retrograde in Pisces. It turned retrograde this week. And Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn. So, four bodies, heavenly bodies, are retrograde. So that means we still have a lot of work going on inside of us, and we're figuring things out. And that's why I was drawn to the power of surrender. Because it's like, what do you need to surrender? What do you need to give up? What do you need to work on? What do you need to change? What do you need to reassess and review? So that's why I was drawn to that oracle card today, for us. And hopefully the message that you pick, either card A, B, or C, will work out for you. Last thing I want to say is thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing. This is a passion. I hope that comes through. This is a calling of mine to do this. I have a full-time job. This is kind of my side gig to do readings, to talk about spirituality, and I hope to do more content for this YouTube channel. So, on that note, thank you for being here. Let's get into the message. The first card that came out, there were four cards that came out, the two in the middle came out together. But the first one that came out is the Judgment card. There is Angel Gabriel tooting his horn, blowing his horn, and he's calling for everyone to rise up. Now, this again, I think this is another reason why the retrogrades. I'm tapping into the retrogrades because this can also be about something coming back. These people who were once alive, then were dead, are now becoming alive again. Was a death, and now there's a rebirth. A rebirth. Is there going to be a rebirth in a part of your life? Is something coming back around to you? The other thing about this card, it's also just about a calling. Is something persisting that you need to do that's calling you to do it? Okay? For me, it was to do this spiritual work, to help others with the spiritual work. As opportunities come up, I know what my calling is. My calling is, pushing me, is driving me. So what is calling you? What are you being called to do? In what way of service to your fellow man? Okay? So that's a powerful card to kick off the week. But that may be something. Maybe you're getting clarification or some opportunities coming back around that is about answering the call for your purpose. All right? So that's the first card of the week. Like I said, the second card came out as two cards, and this is interesting. They're both eight. We've got the Eight of Coins, or Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Staffs. So this is about hard work, putting in the hard work for that call, and then seeing lots of opportunity rise up. Now, this has happened to me just this past week. I'm answering my call. I've been working on my purpose for a while now, and I'm putting a foot forward, and then the universe meets me. And all kinds of other things suddenly happen. Okay? This might be your experience this week. You're working hard. Maybe you've been working hard. You've been putting in the time, the effort, the work, and something is going to come of it. Lots of things coming in, either new opportunities or news. It's action. I have a nickname for this card. So there's a few cards I have nicknames for, and the nickname that I have for this card is the Boom 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 card. This can also be boom, boom, boom. Everything's falling into place. All the synchronicities. So all the hard work, it's going to pay off. That's what Spirit wants you to know. Even if you don't see it this week, it's going to come. Okay? I think that's exciting. The third card, or the last card of the reading, is another major arcana card, and it's the Lovers card. Now, the Lovers, on its face, it could be about a relationship. Maybe as you answer the calling, it's a relationship that you build with other people around you. Maybe it's a romance, sure. But what I really got when this card came out was a couple of different things, and I'm still getting the meaning and the message of this card. First, it's about commitment. When you make a commitment to someone or to something, you're making a commitment to your purpose, which serves another. It serves others. Okay? I'm getting that. But the other main thing is there is the tree. This is Adam and Eve. There's the tree where the apple was, and I don't know if you can see behind her. There's the serpent. And it's like, I feel like this is also another meaning is these people, we have gained some experience through and knowledge through an interesting experience this past year. And this is kind of coming out in this experience that Adam and Eve had. They're leaving the Garden of Eden, but they're going out into the world. So are we leaving? And was the Garden of Eden really, was that really a mirage in some ways? And are they leaving with knowledge, with experience to go out in the world and actually accomplish something for others? It's an interesting card, the way this deck has pictured it. It's very different, I think, than the traditional tarot. I'm just getting, I'm getting the sense of commitment, but I'm also getting the sense of fleeing, leaving something behind. But you're doing it together. You're doing it with others. So you're not alone. You're not alone. Very interesting. I don't know all that that will mean. I will be very interested at the end of the week to see how it possibly played out. But I want you to feel good that the work that you're doing, this call that is coming into your life or that you've already answered and you're working on, is going to produce something. And from that, there is a further commitment. That's the basic meaning. Okay? So let's get to your cards. For those of you who picked the card A, this is your message. This is what you have to work on. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. And it says, speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. You know what? When you don't make yourself happy and you're trying to work on everyone else's happiness, they're still not happy. They're still not happy. You don't succeed anyway. So work on yourself. And if anyone gives you any guff, that's when you're going to need to learn that they're not really truly supportive of who you are and what you're trying to do. You can't please other people. That will only make you frustrated. You need to be who you are. You need to answer your call and be yourself and live your purpose. Okay? For those of you who picked B, we get another card that's very interesting. Surrender comparisons with other people. Do not compare yourself and your path and your mission with anyone else's. You are unique. They are unique to themselves. Your mission and purpose is unique. So don't worry about anyone else. So what it says here is keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So don't compare yourself with others. You are in your lane and you are following your divine timing, and things will happen for you as they need to. Okay? For those of you who picked C, this is your message. This is what you have to work on. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. Boy, that's a big one. That could go back to Adam and Eve here, the lovers. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or own healing. Again, you are only responsible for yourself. And the person that you are in relationship with, they are responsible for themselves. You are each in your own lanes. You are each responding to your own mission, your own lessons in life that you need to do. Crossing over into someone else's lane to try to fix them is not going to help them. They don't learn the lesson. They don't learn the important lessons that they need to learn. You need to stay in your lane and you learn your lessons. And that's great because you probably have a lot to work on yourself as well. So concentrate on yourself. All of these individual messages are kind of have the same thread in them. I think that's fascinating. Spirit's really talking to us this week, people. We have to stay in our own lane. We have to look in our own mirror, and we have to really look inside and surrender some of the habits and the things we no longer need, because that's the only way we get rid of that dead weight. Then we can ascend to the next level of being that we should be in. That spiritual level, okay? So that's the message from Spirit this week. I want to thank you again. Please share, like, and subscribe. And I hope that you have many blessings this week. So take care, everybody.